Well, it's Sunday morning and I've just hit the road back to Vegas. Another 4-hour drive ahead of me, but it was absolutely worth it. The 8-hour round trip just for that one day, it was everything I was hoping it would be. I didn't vlog much yesterday at all actually once I got into the party, just because, well, for one I was having too much fun and I wasn't thinking about vlogging. I took loads and loads of photos though, so those will be up on Facebook. But the other thing was I just wasn't sure if people wanted everything that was going on there. Not that there was anything going on, I was just sitting about watching films and then drinking and having fun, but you know, sometimes people just don't want that sort of stuff to end up on YouTube. Just whatever happens at a party stays at a party. But it was an absolutely amazing day. Started off watching Princess Bride and then The Goonies, and then we sort of watched Ghostbusters, but after Sean Becker showed up, people just started having fun doing other things. Yeah, then after pizza about 6 o'clock the drinking started and things just got a bit crazy at times. It was a really, really fun party. After things started to calm down a bit, we sat down and watched the Labyrinth, and which was sort of unexpected. The parties usually go the other way. It starts off with all the movies and then it peaks later on at night with card games and party games and stuff, but this time it peaked a wee bit early, so after people were settling down and starting to fade, we watched a movie and some people were dropping off to sleep even then. And yeah, then we all just, I don't know how many people ended up sleeping there, but there was bodies all over the floor across 4 different rooms in the house. But that's, from what I can tell from the Facebook photos and all the other previous ones that, well, I haven't been to, it's the first one I've got to, that's sort of the standard now. So yeah, just a brilliant day, and I really wish I didn't have to leave. They were all starting to watch Labyrinth. No, they were all starting to watch Dark Crystal just as I left, after Kenny made, well, a few of them made breakfast for everyone, and they're all heading to Vasquez Rocks to go for a hike afterwards, and then I think they're coming back. What's the last movie? Willow. I think Willow's the last movie they're going to watch, and then some of them are even staying for an Oscars party tonight. The Oscars are on in LA tonight, so yeah, I'd actually love to be watching those with a bunch of people, just like a proper Oscars party in the same time zone. But no, I have to go back to Vegas just because that's what the whole trip was about, and I hated even leaving them there just for that one day, and much as I want to stay, I just can't leave them there for another day. Not that they'd miss me, I'm sure they'd have fun on their own, but it was a taekwondo trip and holiday to Vegas. So, and actually Morris is flown down as well. Morris flew down last night from Canada, so with him coming all the way down, I can't just sit in LA watching movies. We're going shooting today, and I don't know what's happening after that. Probably just head out tonight, and I'm moving into a suite as well. I've upgraded the room to a suite for the last 2 nights, so we'll see what that's like. Hopefully it'll be good views with a strip from there, and if everyone wants to come back up to the room afterwards, then we can have a room party some night. That's it, 4 hours, and I'll be back in Vegas for the last 2.5 days. That's the other thing I'm doing, is listening to podcasts on the way over. So the 4-hour drive on the way over and on the way back, and catching up on a load of podcasts that you've been meaning to listen to for ages and ages. Downloaded them a long time ago. It's all the Geek a Week podcasts. There's quite a few of those, quite a few hours. There's 52 in total, but I don't actually know all the people that have been interviewed. The Geek a Week was a guy who was making trading cards for all these geeks, or doing his own artwork for trading cards for, you know, celebrity geeks, and you know, people like Stanley. Well, that was sort of a highlight. I think that was the last one he did. Team Unicorn, so Michelle Boyd and those. But as he does each one, they're interviewed. Kevin Smith, Felicia Day, Veronica Belmont. He interviews them as, you know, on a podcast as he does the. Oh, where are we going? Straight ahead should be fine. Yes, I'm trying to do this drive without the GPS this time. I have the map on the corner, but I'm just trying to pay attention to the roads and the road signs and everything. Again, just sort of get this in my head. I probably never have to do this drive again, but it's just something to do on a 4-hour drive. It's pretty straightforward once you get to the 15. It's just straight all the way to Vegas, but it's just little back roads. Not back roads, but there's junctions, and I mean, nothing looks like a back road here, even if it's considered a back road. It's more like our motorways. Anyway, yeah, so I've been listening to these Geek a Week. That's what's been keeping me going all the way on these 4-hour drives. I don't know how many I downloaded. I haven't got all of them because I don't know all the celebrities that have been interviewed. But it's great to actually catch up on them, because there's quite a few hours of podcasts there that I was getting way behind on. Right, well, it looks like I'm not going shooting after all. I got a text from Mylon there saying that they're heading out at 11, and there's no way I'm going to be back in Vegas for 11. I would need to have left by 7 in the morning, which means getting up at 6:30, and the whole house is full of people trying to get some sleep out and get to bed till about 2:30, 3. Yeah, I couldn't leave that early, so I'm going to miss out on the shooting, which is a shame, because I really wanted to get to the Cirque du Soleil as well last night and I couldn't get to that. But like I said, I had an absolutely brilliant time at Kenny's, so sort of traded one thing for another. But I'd like to have seen, you know, sort of got shooting with Morris and Glenn and that, because that would have been fun. But so instead I've stopped off now just to get some coffee and sugar, and then finish the trip over about an hour out, and well, probably just over an hour actually. This is Baker. It's a funny wee place. I don't think there's any houses around here. I don't know what Baker is. It seems to be just like there's a motel and petrol stations, Taco Bell, a few places for food, Mexican, that sort of thing, but I don't see any houses around. I don't know if anyone lives out this way, and it doesn't look like there's anything else here in Baker either. Maybe a bit of construction, I wonder. Maybe they mine here, I don't know. Maybe I'll look it up. But yeah, so sugar and caffeine, and then on to Vegas, and we'll see what we get to do for the rest of the day when I get there. Well, I'm about 40 minutes outside of Vegas, and the traffic going the other way on the other side of the road is unbelievable. It's just back-to-back stationary traffic for miles and miles and miles. We're coming down the side of a mountain, and the road just stretched out for as far as you can see, and the traffic just hasn't been moving on it at all. It's moving a bit now, but I hope we don't hit something like that up ahead, because that's insane. There's like 3 lanes of just stationary traffic for probably about 10 miles. Right, well, back in Monte Carlo and checked in to the suite, and it's quite nice. There's a wee bar area here. There's a door in, and a spa bath thing, and it's not a great view of the strip just because it's not, the hotel isn't really on the strip, but it'll probably be quite nice at night after it lights up a bit. But looking at the roof of the casino down there isn't the best, and then it's just a bathroom in there. I think there's a yeah, it's like a steam room shower. So I'll give that a go as well. And what I'm probably going to do now is actually go down and gamble, because I've been in Vegas before, didn't put a penny on anything, and so far I haven't done any gambling at all. So I'm just going to go down, do some maybe roulette. I'll see what the prices are, what the minimum bets are. So go down, give that a go, and come back up and get a shower, and maybe try the steam room or the spa, and everyone should be back. Well, probably be back about 6 or 7, because I think the plan is to meet up at 8 for dinner again.